Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I am doing a birthday bonus reading for Leo. Happy birthday. I hope it's been amazing, or if it's still coming, I hope you are able to celebrate in the way that you want and bring in the next round around the next revolution around the sun. um, and remember that if Leo season is not your birth season, this reading can still be for you. So with that, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to start with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Oh, yes, we've got pleasure. Number 18. That's a good place to start. And there's Lioness Kitty Cat, one of our favorite Leos of all time, who had apparently an epic birthday. Good morning, beautiful. Thanks for being here. Oh, we've got change 35. And there's Rebecca. Good morning to you as well. Oh, and abundance 38. Wow. I mean, wow. This is this feels like you're you're making pleasure a priority. Pleasure, this is deep, soul satisfying pleasure, not just immediate gratification pleasure. This is following your heart, letting leaning into any kind of energy that really kind of opens you up, wakes you up. Um, and this is a very transformative energy because it's leading, so here's that image again. And we have the butterflies there. So, kind of leaning into this energy, following your bliss. Um, it's a part of a transformation that you're going through, or it's helping you to get into an energy where you are, maybe you are an agent of change, or you're feeling open to something new, to changing things up. um, this card in particular is really interesting because this figure is staying grounded as all this change, and there's all this energy and electricity it's happening. I'm even getting that this is being generated from within you. So yeah, that whole agent of change thing, like, this energy is, it's building, it's starting to flow out and up and around, and it's like it it completely shakes up your world, everything around you, but it's a very it's necessary and welcome, and you're keeping yourself grounded as this change is happening. And it's leading you to this amazing abundance where you feel connected to the planet, to the maybe animals are important to you in some way, or becoming important to you in some way. um, there's this energy of nurturing what's important to you, what you care about, being grateful for what you have. You're going through this incredible transformation, and it's landing you solidly on your feet, or you're staying grounded, and then you're just you're able to sit back and reap the rewards. um And this change, I mean, this isn't necessarily something that you're doing consciously, but it is absolutely happening because of whatever this pleasure is. So, here, let me make a little more space. And there's Mojo Tarot and the sun. Good morning, you guys. Thank you for being here. Okay, so let me go with the elemental oracle. Actually, let me bring these down a little bit so I can see. Um, I'm seeing eights. Eights are popping out to me with 18, 38, and then 35 breaks down to an 8. And this is, 8 is a number of abundance. It's a number of momentum. There's a bunch of things with 8. Let me look it up real quick since we're talking about it. Oh, it's also a number of mastery and progress, manifestation, action, change, movement. Yeah, change, right? Yes. Okay. Excellent. Accomplishment and attainment, regeneration. I feel like that's a part of this pleasure. You're coming into your own energy. You're yeah, feeling good. Feeling good. Okay, so elemental oracle. We've got mountain and clarity, 16. Marine life and richness, 32. Bushfires and fury, number 10. Let me just look at this bushfires real quick. Extreme emotions, once engaged, are hard to put back in the container. Anger is a healthy emotion, yet fury is less necessary. Warlike emotions should be tempered unless survival requires it. Emotional intelligence is required at this time. Okay. So you're overcoming something. You are you are coming, it's like, having scaled a mountain and you make it to the top, and you've it's like you've earned the right to rest. um you've reached the summit in some sense, and it's helping you to gain clarity. It's helping you to see things from a new perspective, from a new vantage point, seeing the broader picture of something. um this could be a part of the journey, is seeing that you've gotten to a certain point, say, using the mountain analogy, you reach the summit and then you're able to see um, what's around you, maybe other mountains that you need to scale, that you need to climb. Um, and it's like that climb, or whatever kind of obstacle you see in front of you, or something that you really want to take on, but there's a lot that is involved with it. You're able to see if that's something that you want to take on or not. And ultimately, there's this feeling, there's this energy, she's sleeping, she's resting here. And it feels like this is a time to recharge, to regenerate, right? With number 8, it said that because you're moving into a very maybe busy, active time in your life. This speaks to me of community. Um, it's all the things that you can get out of life when you really pay attention, when you really focus on, this is the kind of the pleasure of experience, of all that the that life has to offer. This is also a card of fertility. um I'm gonna let me look at my book. There's a Your wishes are granted, so that aligns with this abundance. um there's more than one way to find a solution to a problem and adapt to the new. So there's this major change that you are going to be adapting to, and it has to do with how you live your life, who you allow into your life. And again, like maybe you've been in a period of time where you've been less active, focusing more on, the micro level of your life. But this transformation is broadening you, and you're starting to focus on the macro level. Now, this bushfires and fury. Well, you're a fire sign. You are led by the fire. You are driven by the fire. That is a part of, it's your comfort zone. And so there's something about tempering that, recognizing when when you need to kind of calm down, cool off. Now, this can be, um, when when you're in a big community, when you're dealing with a lot of different people, a lot of different situations. Um, Inevitably, there's going to be things that come up, differences, struggles, obstacles with, people and dynamics and that kind of thing. And it's possible maybe in the past, you had less tolerance for people who didn't think the same as you or have the same beliefs or something. But there's this, you're being called to tame your temper, but you could also find yourself feeling, because of whatever is opening in you, this kind of the energy that's coming forth. It's kind of new, it's different, and so it could be too where you've learned to kind of handle yourself in the past, or kind of, there's almost like a where you've had to repress or suppress a certain part of you. Now it's like the floodgates have been opened, and there's a lot of stuff bubbling up that, might need to be addressed. um Yeah, yeah, and so you might find yourself feeling um fury that you hadn't experienced before, like when you're dealing with certain people, or when you think about the past or something like this. Okay, so I want I'm going to go with the Enchanted Map Oracle. And there's Linda. Good morning, Linda. Thank you for being here. Oops. That was a funky shuffle. Let's try that again. Sounds like a sounds like a dance move. The funky shuffle. Okay. We've got movement 28. See? Yeah, the 8 energy is very strong in this reading. Spirit of place 4. Strength 44. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so movement 28 breaks down to a 10, so does fury and bushfires. So there's something about maybe you have to move. Maybe some because of all these changes that are happening in your life, you're being forced to move, you're deciding to move. Um, or this could, like move residence, your residence or something. But there could be some resistance to this, not wanting to have to move. So that's one kind of side note. Um, could also be where you are, through experiencing some kind of fury about your circumstances or where you live, the people that you're surrounded by. This could be the catalyst that helps get you going, that helps you move in a new direction or fly, as it were, with that hot air balloon. Okay, so let me look at spirit of place real quick. Authenticity is the essence of power. Being authentic. You're moving to a place within yourself of being more authentic. Maybe you're literally moving to a place where you feel like you can be more yourself. Um, sometimes, sometimes we can be in situations, um, dynamics, relationships where it's kind of something like the things have been set. There are certain expectations. That people have of one another, and it could be the kind of thing where you're like, I don't resonate with these people anymore. I need to literally get myself away. For example, let's say you hang out with your friends and you drink all the time, and then you decide that you're not going to drink anymore, and so you can't hang out with those people, as an example. So And so being authentic to yourself requires a fair amount of strength. And this strength also equates to this movement because again, she's holding what looks like a planet, right? And so it's like literally going somewhere that is more supportive to you, something that can help you maintain your balance, or something that or maybe you need to uphold as you start to express yourself, as you start to move in a new direction, in a new way. And it doesn't have to be literal. This can be, very much an internal journey that you're going on as well. But um, it's leading you to just yeah, expressing yourself more authentically, showing up in a way that really fits who you are and feeds the pleasure. And this is it does require strength because not everyone is going to support or accept the changes that you are presenting. So I'm going to read this a different way. So we've got pleasure. Oh, and I should point out that we have the triple fours here too. Four is about stability and foundation. So, there's stability, staying grounded in the midst of all this change, all this movement, this regeneration. It's really good. So yeah, so we have this pleasure, clarity and mountain and movement. So as you tap into this newfound pleasure, this opening, it's like it's a lot of energy that's being released. It's a there's a reconfiguring that's happening within you that there could be um, like for example, some people talk about ascension symptoms, um, where as you are evolving, as you are growing spiritually, as you are ascending, um, your physical body, your physical experience, it can feel you can feel very tired, like you need to sleep a lot. You can feel very emotional, um, for no reason. There's a list of things, but ultimately, it's like you kind of burst all this energy kind of comes through you, and it feels wonderful. But you also need to sleep. You also need to rest. But there's this clarity, right? This understanding that okay, there's something about ge- reaching the peak, getting to the top, and then rather than having to descend like you normally would from a mountain, from that vantage point, now you're at the top and now the mountain moves beneath you. It's like moving mountains. Are you able to move mountains somehow? Makes me think of a song from the 90s, um, called Move Any Mountain. Anyway, um, you're it's like you're taking that clarity with you. You're taking that how do you say it? Like a your accomplishments. And it's not something that you're not required to back away from it or to walk away from it. It's something that becomes a part of you. Um yeah. Yeah, and again, like you could be inspired or somehow it's like this movement is it's leading you in a new direction. Could be literally. So then we have change, um marine life and richness. Am I doing this right? Yeah. And spirit of place. So this change is it's bring I mean I don't know, like y- you're you're able to this change is bringing you into a very harmonious place in your life where you do feel supported. You enjoy all the activity around you. You are, and this is you adapting to the change because of being authentic. Or a part of it's like this change you're is waking you up and making you realize that you're a part of the whole. You're you know y- you're a part of the ecosystem. You're a necessary part of the ecosystem as long as you show up authentically. Now, spirit of place too feels like you may be changing. We've got some kitty confirmation, possibly. Kitty sounds for sure. Not even sure what she's got. Some kind of bag. Oh my god. Okay. Um, Spirit of place is, it's like you feeling into the energy of wherever you find yourself, and kind of it's almost like using your body as a barometer. Like, how do you feel when you show up in a certain place? Does it feel good, fulfilling, um, supportive, or does it feel like it drains you and leaves you feeling tired, worn out? This change is really it's shifting you and your what you want ultimately. So then we have abundance, bushfires, and fury, and strength. So okay, immediately I'm getting that with this wonderful abundance comes potentially a lot of jealousy, envy from people around you who want what you have, or who want to be you or be like you. And you may find yourself at the receiving end of some some anger, fury from others. This can partially have to do with, because of you, going through this change, this, entering into this new place in your life within yourself. There are people that are going to have trouble accepting that because they want you to stay small or to stay where they are so they don't feel threatened. Your glow up is potentially threatening people. Keep in mind, what people think of you is none of your business. That's a tough one. I know that's a tough one for me. But, I think especially that Leo energy is very much like, here I am. You already have a certain amount of like, I'm being authentic. This is me. Accept me, take me or leave me. Like you can, or you can decide to or not. That's your choice. But especially with this situation, it's like, well, you need to have strength because you know what you need to do to maintain your own balance. Um, and that can be tough when people are coming at you, but it's kind of, I'm getting that it's helping to strengthen your convictions about this necessary change, because you are feeling better and you're seeing the evidence of it in your physical world. So no one can tell you otherwise. But you might need to put on your fire suit. Cover yourself in flame retardant. um and know that you can handle that. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, wow. That went fast. Okay. I want to get some Moonology cards. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. A personal issue reaches resolution. So yeah, this nothing set in stone, makes me think of this change. And you could be still in this energy of change. This could take a while for things to kind of play out and for the dust to settle and that kind of thing. Wow. Kitty is really going crazy with this energy. We have a personal issue reaches resolution. Your whatever issue you've been dealing with, possibly having to do with some kind of fury, um, it's gonna it's gonna resolve. It's gonna work out somehow because it's directly related to your self-expression and how you show up. And then the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. See? Yeah, we have a lot of movement and momentum here. And however that looks, um, especially once this personal issue reaches resolution, it's like you can finally shake off what's been bugging you, what's been holding you back. And now you're like, okay, now I'm off. I'm ready to go. Off to the races, right? And yeah, they're getting the kitties are getting the zoomies. So you're like, ooh, yeah, let's like you just want to you like you can't help but start like zooming around. Because that energy just it's like in you and it's like driving you. It's really, really nice. So I'm gonna go with the gateway of light activation. You got your car waxed yesterday. That's awesome. Yay. Uh, Crystal skull wisdom. Clarity. Oh boy, we've got clarity twice. Yes, you are gaining some clarity. Divine healing and high vibrational energy. That is what this change is. It's bringing you into a higher vibration, and that is what is calling in this abundance. And anyone who's having a hard time with that is it's because they are still in their lower vibration, and now you're not a vibrational match anymore. And yeah, people can feel threatened, they can feel left behind, all kinds of things. Halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. So you've got your spirit guides, spirit source. Yeah, like you got help from the cosmos, help from the divine. There's healing, there's guidance. Maybe this is a part of the change too, is you just kind of tapping in to this energy, these kind of like um 5D energies and beyond. Um, we'll just call them ethereal energies. And you're learning some kind of great lesson, great lessons. And there's confirmation of the healing. You're going to have some very tangible evidence. Yeah, it's this abundance that is the confirmation of your change, of your growth, of this new direction you're going. And we have Toth light codes, light initiation, great teacher awakening, and divine magic. Yeah, there the divine is has its hands all up in what's going on here with you. You are being initiated into the light where you felt in the dark before, where you couldn't see, didn't know where you're going, you felt held back, whatever that is. Um, yeah, it feels like this pleasure. you're being initiated into the light. The light is it's like it's being lit within you. It's already in you. It's like it's just like somehow like the shade is being taken off. You know, it's it's being activated, I guess. And great teacher awakening. Maybe you're going to through what you've experienced, you're going to feel drawn to teach others about how to facilitate change within themselves. So I'm keep going. I want radical abundance cards. It's your birthday reading. It can go a little longer. Anybody who really cares is going to stick around, right? What do they say? It's like, most YouTube videos, people leave like within 10 minutes or something. If you're here for the duration, then this message is definitely for you. We've got diversity. Oh, I love that, which really aligns with this marine life and richness. Yeah, there's it's like you opening to new ways of thinking, being open to others' ideas and opinions, appreciating and honoring people's differences, knowing that everyone together can create this beautiful music. One instrument by itself is fine, but you put them all together and you get in harmony. Oh man, it can be amazing. It can be that's a part of the pleasure, right? And we have gratitude, the attitude of gratitude. Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. That I mentioned that earlier. Um, when you're in an energy of gratitude and appreciating who's around you, what's around you, what you already have, then you're putting that out into the universe and it sends it right back tenfold. That energy of gratitude is and you are and you're yeah, it's like you enjoying the experience, appreciating the experience of your life because of seeing things, because of being in the light. It's like it's changing how you see things. And credibility, because of you becoming more authentic and really speaking from your heart and just letting yourself be who you truly are and show up in all of your awesomely weird and different ways. And I say weird with love. Um, it is the best kind of weird. um, you're gaining credibility. You're gaining the trust. When you honor others' differences, even if you don't agree, that can be felt consciously or not. People feel like that's a part of being a teacher. That's a part of being a great leader is is allowing making allowances for everyone's differences. And that is your yeah, this credibility is happening because of that. So I am going to I think I'm going to finish. I guess I'll finish with the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. Okay, so this is interesting too. So I noticed that in this picture, we've got three. Here basically all of these, we've got three. Well, technically, I guess this one is four. But dude is carrying the three birds, and then there's these three. So anyway, in this image, there are three beings who are working together. There's some kind of collaboration is a part of what's happening here. And not only collaboration, but it's like you are going through this transformation. Your heart is opening. Your heart chakra is opening, and there's all this electricity. And what this is doing, and it's creating this vortex. It Okay, well, I'll show you in a moment. And it's not only is it maybe activating other people's heart chakras, but it's also drawing in people who are at a higher vibration, who are now a vibrational match to you as your heart is opening. So let me show you. um no, and it's communication co-creation. So this figure, there's this kind of looks like a hurricane, like on a map, but there's this opening here. And these characters have their heart chakras lit up. And it makes me think of this energy of change, because can see all of this swirling energy coming up out of the heart chakra. And so it's not just that, it's the pleasure too. See all this energy coming out. So the pleasure, your personal pleasure, long-term, deep pleasure, is what is facilitating this change in your life. And there's a lot of energy that's coming through you, that's being generated by you. And so the people who are most drawn to you are the ones that honor your differences as much as you honor theirs. And there's so much gratitude for. It's like you're holding the space for people, or you're providing a level of comfort for others as they gear up to follow in your footsteps. Something like this, because you've gained this credit, you have this credibility, because people are witnessing what you're going through and what you're able to create. So anyway, um communication co-creation. We normally think of information as something that can be written or spoken. But if something is multidimensional, it is almost impossible to share it with words. How are you communicating beyond words? Something may be getting lost in translation. An issue may be cleared through improved communication. And that definitely has to do with that authenticity, like being more authentic. Um, Listen carefully to what someone has to say without interruption. Furthermore, it may feel scary to share vulnerable truths, but this may be the only way forward. And I feel like that's where the strength comes in. Um, this is the only way forward, is to make yourself vulnerable and not hide or suppress or repress anymore. This card also encourages greater exploration in the realms of telepathy, healing, and the arts such as poetry, painting, and music, where there is collective communication. Oh, and everyone's playing music. Where there is collective communication beyond the mind. Yeah, and so we have this collective energy here as well. So, and healing as well. there's great healing that you're going through that you will naturally facilitate in others on an energetic level without even trying. Just focusing on the arts. That's a thing for you as well. How can you collaborate with others in a way that supports everyone's creativity? Um, anyway, this is a beautiful, beautiful reading. Um, positive, positive change and growth, and like this next period for you, whether it's the next year or the next week, the next month, however long this takes to play out, it's just going to get better. The richness, right? The richness is just going to continue to increase, and you're really going to um, find your groove if you're not there yet, and it's going to take you far. um, it's going to take you to this place where you have all that you need, all that you want, and more. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, happy birthday to all of you having a birthday. Um, And thank you. I already said thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week and month and year and however long, until I see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And leave a comment if it resonates.